out your phone and start scrolling through your pictures, you would already understand the concept of same people, every picture. You would also understand that your circle of excellence is responsible for your healthy life. See, being healthy requires you to be honest. It requires you to be honest about the food that you eat, about what you drink, how you feed your mind and your spirit, and it definitely requires you to be honest about the people who is in your life. I don't know about you, but growing up, my favorite meal was a ribeye steak, garlic bread, a loaded baked potato, and broccoli. I know what you're thinking. You're a nutrition coach. Why do you like stuff like that? Well, I really couldn't help it at that time because that was my parents' favorite meal. And if you know anything about Southern parents, you're going to eat what they fix, or you're not going to eat at all. So because it was their favorite meal, it became my favorite meal. Here's the catch. It also became the favorite meal of my friends that were in the neighborhood because we were not alone. We took care of each other. And that was the start of me understanding what community was all about. These two people showed me what servant leadership was all about. They showed me how to love. They showed me how to live my very best life. And they showed me a foundation of who I should have in my life so that I could be healthy inside and out. There was no shortage of fresh vegetables and fruit. And let me just tell you now, I grew up on the west side of Chicago, so it's not like that was a thing. But it was a thing for us. They had a garden in the backyard that, once again, didn't just feed me. It fed my friends or whoever came by the house, because that's what we did. That's my house right there. And I just want you to take note of the arrow right at the bottom, because I'm going to come back to that later. But growing up on the west side of Chicago was not the easiest thing to do, but it was a whole lot of fun. We stuck together. We did everything together. We loved each other. We did everything we wanted to do, well, within reason. I did tell you I had Southern parents. What else do you know about the west side of Chicago? Well, it's also a food desert in many places. What's a food desert, right? You're 10 miles or more away from a grocery store. There wasn't waking up on a Tuesday, going to get a coffee and grabbing a couple of apples. That just didn't work out. Not over there. There's still 23 million Americans that live in food deserts. But you know what else happens in a food desert? Drugs, violence. I'll never forget the one time we were outside. We had the best block party ever. There was music, there was food grilling, people were out. We had a great time, and all of a sudden, pow! We knew what it was. We knew the sound. We knew what to do. Drop everything and run. And I ran, and as soon as I got to the house, the young man that got shot was dead at the edge of my porch. So this image right here, the screams of a mom who's missing her child, the screams of a mom who understands that violence happens, I know that scream because I remember seeing it. I remember experiencing it in the desert that I grew up in. So how did I get here in front of you? Well, it was those Southern parents. It was that foundation that was laid for me right at the very beginning. It was the same people, every picture, that said to me, you will be the absolute best. You make sure you depend on us to get there. That's what your same people, every picture, does for you. That's my foundation right there. My family. It was my parents, my awesome sister, and I've got this great daughter and grandkids. True foundation, but then somewhere along the way, sometimes we forget because life happens to us. And we find ourselves swirling in things that we don't know what to do with, and we forget what the foundation is all about. Let me remind you that there are 3 people that you have to make sure that you know that are in your life. You got to know what to do with them. You got to know when to get rid of them. And you got to know when to hold them. The fakers, the shakers, and the groundbreakers. Check it out. A lot of my adult life I spent in a really sad place. I'll never forget the year. I lost my house, I lost my job, I lost my home. My dad died that same year. What am I supposed to do? Life happens. Where was my foundation? That's where I came up with the concept of same people, every picture, and also who is my circle of excellence? Well, how about that? Because at the time I was sad. I'll never forget waking up because my face had hit the floor that one day. I passed out from all of the stress and the worry and the strain and the forgetting of the foundation, drove myself to the hospital, and he said, "Oh, I got something for you." Medicine. What? Where's the love? Where's the support? Where's all of that? He had medicine. That wasn't working for me. How is this happening to me? I'm a nutrition coach. I'm a fitness instructor. How is this happening to me? Well, I forgot about my foundation. I forgot about the support system that I was building along the way. Well, here's the bright idea. This is how you get back on track. Because see, the fakers, you'll find them sometimes. They come into your life. "Oh my goodness, you're great. You're so wonderful. I'm so excited for you. I'm proud of you." Girl, you know she ain't no good. "Oh my goodness, Yoli, look at this. I can't believe you were able to do this." She gonna fail. Then I need them, and yep, where's Waldo? They're not there. Then you've got the shakers. Now the shakers are there. As soon as you make it happen, as soon as you go through the tears, as soon as you have the wet pillow that you wipe off and you dry off, and you get ready to have your grand opening, they are there. They got the pomp and circumstance. They got the confetti on the ground. Everything you need, the shakers are right there. Except when your bank account is on 0, where are the shakers at? They're gone. When you're sad and lonely, where are the shakers at? They were right there with the pomp and circumstance. What happened to them? They're gone. So I invite you to look through your phone right now and take notice of the people who are in your circle of excellence, your groundbreakers. They are the ones who keep you together. They kept me together. They brought that smile back. Thank you.